Hey guys, if you would like to learn digital marketing and start your own digital marketing agency, I've got a free training for you in which I'll show you my 4-step process that you can use to start your own digital marketing agency and work with some high value clients both locally and internationally. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. First of all, thank you for signing up to my free webinar in which I'm about to show you a simple 4-step process that you can use to build a highly paid digital marketing agency from scratch, working from anywhere without any capital, previous skills, or experience. I'll show you how you can get your first high paying clients in few weeks. Yes, I have students who just watched this training and got their first client. About me, I'm the founder at alafashionretail.com. I would encourage you go and check my agency website. And I own this agency in which I provide web development digital marketing services to fashion retailers around the world to help them grow their online fashion business. So your this training is by someone who's running an agency. I suggest you go to alafashionretail.com and you'll see that I have an excellent portfolio and some really happy clients. But it's not about that. The objective of this training uh, is to give you a roadmap that you can follow to start a web and digital marketing consultancy, even if you don't have any previous skills or experience. अगर आप scratch से start कर रहे हो, this training should be able to help you. Okay, I'll show you how you can pick a hungry market and get your first highly paid local or international client. And this hungry market can be in any industry. I personally am working in fashion, food, FMCG, electronics, and so many other verticals, luxury hotels. But but I started with fashion, so I'll show you how to pick an industry, how to set up a market, and just kill it and get some really awesome clients locally and internationally. And word of caution before I start, because there are a lot of people out there who run such videos and trainings and sell quick get rich quick schemes कि कुछ नहीं करना है, बटन दबाना है and you will get paid. So it is not that kind of training. I Love Fashion Retail is my full-time agency, and it took me 4 years to build this business. I've been in this industry for more than 10 years, and a lot of hard work, pain, and blood, sweat has gone into building my business. So my training is not going to make you millionaire, but yes, it can help you get a couple of good clients that can make you very decent income every month. So you can stop right now if you want to make, let's say, you want to be a millionaire. If you want to make if you want immediate cash, it is not for you. I'll show you how you can make immediate cash, but the thing is, it will take some time. It will take few weeks. You have to expect to do a lot of hard work. Okay, I'll give you a roadmap, but you'll have to put in efforts. And why you should listen to me? Like I said, because I own an agency, full-time agency, have experience of more than 10 years in IT, web development, and marketing services, and I've helped individuals start their consultancies and find high-value clients. So I have plenty of testimonials. I'm not going to read them all, but if you go to my website, pulkit.blog, you'll see a lot of reviews from students who have had excellent experience in the program. I would suggest you go and check them out. I don't want to brag about myself, but this training is really awesome. Just go and check. The students have closed clients worth thousands of dollars, have got themselves awesome jobs and whatnot. So go and check them out. I'm not going to spend time on this. So this is what you learn in this training, in this video. A lot of things, but I'll point a few things that are the key ones actually. So why starting a web and digital marketing consultancy is such an attractive career option? You learn that 4 things. Of course, you need to have to start a profitable web and digital marketing consultancy. What's my sales process at alafashionretail.com? How did I close my first project before quitting my job? Because I was working in a full-time job 4 years ago. How did I went through transition? and how you can scale your monthly income from $2,000 to $2,000 and beyond. $2,000 is the bare minimum that I suggest all my students aim at. लेकिन आप $2,000 से ज़्यादा कमा सकते हो. So I'll show you how you can make more than that, and all the FAQs and frequent objections. And who is this training for, so that you're not wasting your time. This training is for digital marketers who already know digital marketing, but they're struggling to find high value clients or working for peanuts. It is for them. Struggling small agency owners who want to learn how to generate sales. अगर आपका agency है, you don't know how to generate sales, this is for you. Digital want to be marketers or early stage digital marketers who know a little bit of digital marketing but now want to go to start working with clients. You know a little bit. You have watched few YouTube videos. We have read few articles in your job because you were interested in it now, but now you want to learn how to take the next step and work and actually package your learning as service and sell it to your clients. Struggling freelancers who are tired working for pennies, including marketers, designers, and even programmers. I have plenty of programmers in my training as well. Women and men who have a house and city limitation, who cannot step outside the house, who cannot step out of the city village. If you cannot be in a metro city and you still want to work with awesome clients just on your laptop with the internet, I'll show you how to do that. I call my laptop my दुकान. I can just carry it anywhere I want, and मैं अपनी दुकान खोलता हूँ, काम करना शुरू कर देता हूँ. That's what my family tells me, that he carries his दुकान with him. And full-time employees looking to quit their painfully boring jobs. Most of my students are from sectors like telecom, banking, teachers. I have a lot of people. I've worked with a lot of people who have been in boring jobs and they want to quit. So this training is for you if you have a boring job, and entrepreneurs who don't have time, capital, or ideas, that you want to do something, make more money than you're making at your salary or your family business, or maybe support your parents, make side income. Want to do something but don't have a lot of time and capital or ideas. You're wondering what to do, because every business you want to start, you need 40-50 lakh rupees. If you want to expect at least 1 lakh rupees of income, you'll have to first invest, I think, more than 50 lakh rupees. And college students who are looking for an early industry exposure and also side income. I have students, I'm working with a lot of students who are doing their full-time MBA, and by the way, they tell me that this training is better than what they get in the MBA, but who knows. So this training is about starting a consultancy that charges a premium price for its expertise to solve a burning problem. So that's what encapsulates the entire training. I'll show you how you can charge a premium price as a consultant. So I'll show you how you can learn digital marketing. I'll show you how you can pick up a market and charge a premium price for an expertise. That I'll also show you how to build an expertise and know the burning problem. So that's the whole crux of my business. That's how my business works, and this training exactly tells you that कि किस तरह से आपने एक मार्केट पिक करके उनसे प्रीमियम प्राइस चार्ज करना है for an expertise to solve a burning problem. Burning is very, very important. So let's get started. So there are so many problems that you can solve, but this training focuses on just one problem, by the way, because like I said, you get paid when you can solve someone's problem, and that's what a consultancy or consultant does. And in my case, in case of Isla Fashion Retail, the problem that I solve for my clients who happen to be fashion retailers, I try to get them more sales. And that's what every consultant, every digital marketing does, because everyone wants more leads, more clients, more business. And unfortunately, not many people out there know how to do that, because they don't understand marketing. I'm not saying digital marketing. People do understand what SEO is and how Facebook paid ads work. They understand the algorithm, but they don't understand the foundation, the fundamentals of any marketing campaign, be it an offline marketing campaign or an online marketing campaign. You need to know the fundamentals first. So my clients who hire me in fashion in software, in all the verticals that I'm working in right now, they hired me because they want more sales. And talking about my business, I Love Fashion Retail, that's exactly what I do for them. I charge a premium price for my expertise in fashion to solve burning problem of an online fashion retailer, that is to grow their sales. Just to be clear, I work with fashion retailers like Myntra. So Myntra is an online fashion store in India. Likewise, there are Myntra's multi-brand stores and fashion stores all around the world. My Most of my clients happen to be outside India, so they hire me because they think I'm the expert. I position myself as an expert in the fashion industry, and they hire me because they think, and that's what I project them, that I can help you grow your sales. That's what I do. I have a lot of case studies. I've also given them results. But the burning problem of a client in this is the same. Not enough online sales. Like I said, they're all the industries I'm working in, every client wants more sales. Every business wants more customers. And like I said, every business, no matter what size, which industry, it wants more leads, more customers, and more sales. And that's where the business opportunity lies that I tapped when I started my consultancy, and the opportunity that you can tap. So that's what I'll tell you कि आपने अपने business से कौन सा gap है जो fill करना है, because there are plenty of businesses in your city. I'm in Chandigarh. I have a lot of local clients. I have a lot of clients in cities and states outside my own, and of course internationally as well. So I'll show you with this training that how you can do that, and I'll show you how you can do that by becoming, of course, a web and digital marketing consultant. There are various ways you can do that, but as part of this training, I'm going to show you exactly how to become a digital marketing consultant and solve that sales problems for your clients. Because where are customers right now? The customers are online. They are using Instagram. They're on Facebook. So how you can get them from their Instagram and take them to your client and make them purchase, make them be their customers, what you have to do essentially. And I'm not talking about becoming a freelance digital marketer or a web designer who works for pennies, because I'm sure you have friends, you have your cousin, anybody you know, or maybe you are also a freelancer that gets work from Upwork and freelancer.com. So there are a lot of people out there who do SEO and Instagram marketing, and what they charge is really low. I know a lot of people who charge 5,000 rupees to manage an Instagram account or Facebook paid ads campaign, and I am not talking about them. This is labor. This is donkey work. I don't want to teach you how to do that. Anyone can do that. I mean, you don't need a training to be charging 5,000 rupees for Facebook marketing campaign. Just watch a YouTube video and go to a few clients. I'm sure you'll find a few broken businesses who'll pay 5,000 rupees per month to manage their Facebook paid ads. That's not the point of the training is. I want to tell you how you can charge 1,000 rupees at least to manage Facebook paid ads, Instagram marketing, or email marketing for your clients. That's where you make money. That's where you can have a lifestyle which is better than your cousin who's making a 1 lakh rupees package sitting in a Bangalore. So that's how I think of cousins, and there are always people in our families. We look at okay, they have so much package. How can I make more than them? But I don't want to do the same job and work my ass off sitting in a cubicle. So I think everyone should be making more than 1 lakh rupees per month. At least looking at the महंगाई and inflation in India, 1 lakh rupees per month भी I think कम पड़ जाते हैं अक्सर, but 1 lakh rupees से कम नहीं होना चाहिए. So I'm talking about the marketers with this training, how you can charge more than that, more than 5,000 rupees, that is 50,000, 60,000, a lakh, to manage social media campaigns for a single client. And I'm talking about a consultant who talks in terms of bottom line. So who charges more money? A consultant like me who talks in terms of bottom line and how his or service can grow their business. And a business consultant offers every service backed by his or her expertise and geared towards producing more sales. So when I go to a client, I don't say कि मैं आपका SEO कर दूंगा, मैं आपका Facebook paid ads कर दूंगा. I tell them that how much are you making right now? How much sales are you getting right now? And they tell me let's say I'm sitting at 5 lakh rupees per month, and where do you want to go? they want to go to 10 lakh rupees per month, 20 lakh rupees per month. And depending on their budget, I tell them that you need SEO, you need to put so much money in SEO, you need to put so much money and efforts into blogging, so much money and efforts into paid ads, and how everything comes together. So I go to them as the person who helps them manage everything. And that's why I charge them more than an SEO, because I'm not an SEO, I'm not a Facebook marketer, I'm a consultant, I'm a sales consultant, and a sales consultant who gets them more business, and that's why I charge them more. Please note that fashion is a vertical that I chose when I started because I love the industry. Instead of fashion, you could do what I've done in any industry you want, in beauty, medical, real estate, software, second-hand, automobiles, any industry you like. आप किसी भी industry में ये services provide कर सकते हो. Same model just training में आप सीख रहे हो, आप apply कर सकते हो. I'm personally working in multiple industries, including software, food, hospitality, manufacturing, FMCG, electronics, and more. Both in my city, in the States in India, and outside India as well. तो ये नहीं सोचना कि it's only about fashion. Don't think like that. You can replicate this training in any industry you want. Okay. And what makes web and digital marketing consulting such a great business, if you don't already know, let me give you quick benefits. Even though we know people, when we go to a coffee shop, there's someone who's sitting with a laptop doing some work, and we already have few people and families who are working remotely. But just in case you don't know, this business gives you a lot of financial rewards as well as freedom. It's highly paid, and you can all you need is a laptop and a phone, internet connection, and you can work with clients, and you can start today from zero and get your first first client in few weeks, because you don't need a capital, you don't need an office, you don't need to apply for registrations and all that jazz. It's straightforward. If you want to do it, you can start today and get your client in first couple of weeks. And I'm saying that my experience working with my friends and the students who I work with. And you can go from no skills to an expert level in a matter of few months. And the associated work lifestyle gives you a lot of freedom. I spend a lot of time with my family, especially my son, and doing things that I really like. And when I work hard, it is because I want to work hard. I work for 8 hours because I want to work for 8 hours, not because my boss is sitting on my head and looking at the clock, showing me the clock that you cannot leave now. I know I can quit anytime I want. If I don't feel like working, go out and have a beer with my friends and do something, I can do that. I do a lot of hard work because I want to. If I want to work on Sundays, I'll work on my Sundays. If I don't want to work for 4 days, 5 days, taken off for a week, I just let my clients know, manage my work, delegate my task, and I can taken off. And you can work from anywhere. I take a lot of calls when I'm traveling, sitting in my car, and do a lot of stuff as I'm moving. And you don't need an academic qualification, a fancy academic qualification. Anyone can start. My clients don't care what my academic qualification is. They just hire me because they think I can give them results. And this is also very lucrative for influencer marketing services. So I'm giving you a ballpark, a rough idea of how much I charge for my services typically. If you don't know what these terms are, don't worry about them. You don't just need to know a couple of them. The point is that I want to tell you about the avenues, the possibilities. For example, for influencer marketing, if you provide this as a service, you can charge your clients $1,000 to $1,500 per month, and you can learn it within a couple of weeks. You can provide UI designing and charge your client $600 to $15 flat fee, and learn this in 3 weeks. I mean, learning Photoshop, you can do that in 3 weeks, or Sketch, whatever software you want to use, you can learn it within 2 to 3 weeks. That's how much time it took me to learn Photoshop. SEO, within 2 to 3 weeks, you can learn enough to provide it as a service to your clients and charge them $500 to $2,000 flat fee. Brand consulting, you can charge them $15 flat fee, and 2 weeks is what you 2 to 3 weeks, I think, is how soon you can learn how to create deliverable for a brand consulting service. For social media management, you can charge a client $1,000 to $2,000 per month, and you can learn within a week, because everyone knows how to use Instagram, and we follow a lot of brands, so we know what many good brands are doing a good job and how many brands are not doing a great job. And for Facebook paid ads, you can charge them $500 to $2,000 per month. For copywriting, you can charge them $500 to $2,000 flat fee. And for Instagram marketing, $1,000 to $2,500 per month. That's how much I charge at my consulting. But even if you look at the bottom range, a freelancer charges $500 per month to manage Instagram marketing, bare minimum, which is roughly more than 30,000 rupees per month, which is a decent income to make from a single client. And media outreach, you can charge your clients $500 to $1,000 per month, and all you have to do is know how to contact these people, how to create a press release. So someone who can write can learn this within a week. And email marketing, you can charge $500 to $15 per month. And Shopify design and development, which is a super profitable service for me, for I Love Fashion Retail, because we are a Shopify partner company and we build a lot of e-commerce websites. For that, I charge anything between $2,500 to $6,000 and even more. For other platforms, I charge my clients even up to $20,000 to build the websites. And this can be learned in 4 to 8 weeks. Not the technical bit. Technical bit will take you more time, but to know what resources you need and how to deliver services, you can do that in few weeks. It's not a rocket science. So all I'm saying is that there are a lot of services that you can provide if you start an agency and charge a very decent amount. You just need a plan, and that's what I'll give you in this program. But while this might look very lucrative, I'm sure that you must be feeling overwhelmed. Okay, there's so much to learn. ये मैं कैसे सीखूंगा, ये सीखूंगी, इतना सारा. So don't worry, don't get overwhelmed. I'll give you a plan in coming slides. Just stay with me, okay? So tension lene ka nahi. I'll tell you how to learn all of that. So now that you know that this consulting business can be really lucrative, you can charge a handsome amount. And if you realize now that you've been undercharging by charging them $100, I mean 4,000-5,000 rupees, when you can be charging them 50,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees per month, now that you realize that, let the thought settle in. And now let's move on to the next I'll show you my 4-step process, how you can do that. But before that, I think it's also important that I show you ilovefashionretail.com, my own business, so that you know that this guy who is going to tell me the process, does he really use the same process? Does he really own a real business? Because there are a lot of people out there who teach people how to do things when they themselves are doing nothing. So like I said, I Love Fashion Retail is a full-time business in which I provide my clients services like e-commerce development, Shopify design, copywriting, conversion optimization, influencer marketing. Actually, services that I provide are more than these. I've only listed a few. So design, development, Instagram marketing, brand identity, paid advertising, email marketing, influencer marketing, fashion copywriting. These are services that me and my team provide. I have a blog where I write, and let me show you my about page. So this is the picture of my office, very fancy office. No, I'm kidding. This is not my office. This is a stock image. But the people, actually my office is a home office, which is not as fancy as this. So apart from this, everything is true. We are makers and marketers united by a love for fashion. This is me, the founder, Luna, who works from the US, Siddharth, who happens to also be my partner, and the creative head, Jagjit, again my second partner, Katie, Germanjeet, Deepika, Charu, Sarah, and my business have been featured at Big Commerce, Malls, Missouri State University, Bloomsbury, Risky Fight, Super Duper. So I said my inquiries are inbound, which means I've been featured at some really awesome places, including Forbes, including the textbooks of Michigan State University, including Mashable, Smashing Magazine, and a lot of fancy stuff. So people read about me and then they contact me and they say, can we work together? And I say yes. So that's about my business. If you look at my portfolio, I have some really awesome case studies. These are the clients I've worked with. All of them are in fashion. Ken Roy, George Love, Windsor Avenue, Caught the Drift, Zwet. That's the only Indian client I have in fashion. The rest I'm working, like I said, in luxury hotels. Locally I'm working with a lot of other businesses, but in fashion, all my clients are based outside the US. So you can go and check my portfolio. I also have few case studies which show that me and my team produce some real results for our clients. For example, for BankU, which is a streetwear label based in Southeast Asia, we generated 14,000 emails in 2 weeks to launch their website. We built their store, did their branding, and we work with If Chic, which is a major retailer based in Taiwan. It's very famous, and a lot of other brands. We have done some exceptional work. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but at the same time, I want to give you confidence कि ये इंसान जो कुछ बोल रहा है, he owns a real agency. I'm not talking in the air, okay? So I still spend most of my time in hiring, in pitching my clients, and working on my business with my two partners who help me. But this business is really real and has done some awesome things. You won't believe me, but I Love Fashion Retail gets contacted by companies like Swarovski. I can show you my actual emails, communication with them. Farfetch. These are all billion-dollar companies. Fortune 500 companies. They contact me. I get inquiries from retailers based in the Europe, major retailers. And why do they contact me? Because my business is very sweetly positioned. They think I'm an expert, which I am an expert. But this business is really awesome. We are Shopify partners. We build a lot of websites in Shopify. Some of the brands we work with, and we've got some really amazing results. Like I showed you in my case studies, some awesome work for many of my clients and my essays. So this is a book by Michelle Greckner, who contacted me 3-4 years ago because she wanted to include me in the major book. So if you open this book, you'll see some major designers of the world, and this is read in the universities, the management students who read fashion. It's in their curriculum as part of their college academic studies. They go through this book and they have some major designers, biggest designers, and guess what? There's I Love Fashion Retail, Pulkit Rastogi. I'm right there. So I get a lot of inquiries, a lot of designers contact me, students contact me for internships from all over the world because they see me in this book and they get to know about I Love Fashion Retail. And that's the foundation of my business. So I'm published at some awesome places on the internet, including the textbooks. And my first client, Emily and Jenny, who still happen to be my active clients, I'm still working with them. It's been more than 4 years. They're like my friends and my partners now. Whatever I do, they know about it, and whatever business they are in, they know everything about it. So we help each other now. And this is testimonial from Emily and Jenny when I work with them. So it's not that I'm very happy, my clients are also very happy working with me. And the thing about I Love Fashion Retail, that is my digital marketing consultancy, is that I started the company when I was still doing my full-time job. I was moonlighting and resigned from the job after I got the 50% deposit from my client. So my client, Hair and Heart, Emily and Jenny, they hired me to build their website, hairandheart.com. And they paid me $2,000 at 50% deposit because they... Okay, I won't tell you how I got Hair and Heart and Emily. My first client, while I was on a job, I'll tell you later. But for now, you should know that they paid me $2,000, and that's when I quit my job. So did I know web designing programming before I took this project, hairandheart.com development? Of course not. I wasn't a programmer. I didn't know what was development. But I knew two things very well. I knew how to sell because that's what I've done. Because when I was working in different IT companies, development companies in Chandigarh, my role was a business analyst and later business development manager. So I know how to sell. I know how to write proposals. I know how to conduct sales calls. I know how to charge a premium. That's what I know. And I also know that I can figure out the rest. I'm good at figuring things out. So I Love Fashion Retail today is so beautifully positioned that I get clients who chase me to work with them instead of the other way around. So I don't go to my clients. Clients come to me. I'm not kidding. I get 50-60 inquiries every month and I choose which client I want to respond. We want to work with. We cherry pick clients. The clients pick us, they contact us, they are pre-sold on the idea of working with us because they've read an article, because they have got a strong referral, because they like our website, because they think that we are specialists. And then the only deciding factor that is left is whether they have the money. उनके पास पैसे हैं या नहीं हैं is the only factor they have in mind. They never question me on our credibility, whether they should trust me or not. They know that we are specialists, we can give them results. But I get to cherry pick my clients, which is not the case with a lot of my other friends who are running their agencies. It is not the case for a lot of freelancers I know around, because वो Upwork पे जाते हैं, they go to everywhere and they have to beg their clients to hire them, to give them a chance. That's not how my business works. Often I find myself working from my home, competing with top agencies in London and Dubai without any fancy qualifications, expensive office or infrastructure. That is true, because my clients leave some fancy agencies in the local city like London in the US, and they hire someone in India and pay him the same fee that they would pay there, because they think this guy can this guy is a specialist and give me better results. And believe it or not, I have done it all without any previous education or experience in fashion. So I don't have a degree in fashion design or any diploma. I did join a fashion designing course, but I left within 10 days because 10 दिन बाद मुझे लगा they'll teach me the business part of it, but unfortunately within 10 days उन्होंने मेरे हाथ में सुई धागा पकड़ा दिया and सिलाई मशीन पकड़ा दी कि सिलाई करो, and I freaked out. मैं कहा ये मुझसे नहीं होएगा. So I left the fee, the program. सारे जो पैसे मैंने पे किए थे सारे खराब हो गए. So I do have an interest in fashion as a business, but I don't have any formal education in fashion for sure. So what was I doing before I Love Fashion Retail? So let's go a little flashback. Like I said, I was a 9 to 8 job, working as a business development manager, making roughly 50,000 rupees per month as my salary. My job was to generate leads, writing proposals and closing deals, which I loved. I loved the job. The company was awesome. I think it is the best company you can find in Chandigarh. I had an awesome boss, terrific company, terrific company culture. So I loved my job, but I did not like being in the job. Okay, I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to create something, and I wanted more freedom, because I wasn't allowed to work on things that I wanted to, because it was someone else's company driven by someone else's values and objectives. So I was under pressure and I was also under pressure to earn more to meet my expenses and save more. I recently got married, and I knew that my expenses are going to increase, and Chandigarh is not one of the it is not known for being a budget city. It is very expensive city to live in, and I wanted to spend more time with my family and things I wanted to do. I want to build something I could call my own. So this is where I was when I decided that I don't want to work in this business. Sorry, I don't want to be in this job and start my own business, which was a very hard decision because I recently got married, and I'm sure my in-laws knew that they are giving their daughter to a guy who has a stable job. But unfortunately, within few months of my marriage, I decided to quit my job. I was sitting at home running my business. Everyone was nervous around me, but that's a separate story. After paying EMIs, rents, I wasn't left with any money to spend on myself and save for my future. That was the biggest worry I had. So I used to make money and I used to spend money, and 50,000 rupees per month wasn't enough for me to take care of my family and take care of myself, spend money on things that I really wanted to do. So I started consulting business. I started this agency, or rather became a digital marketing consultant. Not because I wanted to, I had a choice, because there wasn't choice. I had to do something because my boss is wasn't in a position to give me 50,000 rupees per month hike and tell me that बोल के जाओ तुम्हारी salary मैंने 1 lakh rupees per month कर दी because आपके खर्चे बढ़ गए हैं. 50,000, 60,000 हो जाती, but not more than that. I was sure that my earnings, my income is not going to increase in the next few years, and inflation is going faster than my salary. So, but fast forward now, I own two profitable consultancies, not just one. One consultancy is the one that you know of, ilafashionretail.com. I have one more consultancy, which is my favorite company, which in which I work with local clients in industries outside fashion. So I have two agencies. I run them with my two partners. I work 5 to 6 hours, sometimes more than 6 hours. I work 8 hours as well. Again, because I want to work for 8 hours. I work on Sundays because I want to work on Sundays. So it is not that I only work from Monday to Friday. Actually, this is not true. I have been consistently making more than 1 lakh rupees per month every month. Almost ever since I started my company, I've been making more than 1 lakh rupees per month. I am able to spend quality time with my family. I'm able to spend time and money on things that I'm truly passionate about, such as reading, writing, traveling, etc. Overall, I am a much happier person. I'm glad I made the decision to take the risk and start my own consulting business. So I want to share my exact process that I followed to build a highly profitable consultancy like I Love Fashion Retail. So finally we can get into the process, the 4 things that you need to do and how you can start this consultancy. Okay, sorry to make you wait, but I wanted to build the stage, build the plot so that you are excited to know the process. If I don't build the excitement, you will not be excited to know the process, because this process that I'm about to show you does work. It does work at the ground level. It is not theory that I've invented in the air. So ये चीज़ काम करती है. So here are the 4 things you need. You need a hungry market. First, you need a burning problem that you can solve. Third, you need a skill. Fourth, you need clients. So these are the 4 things you need. And I want to start by talking about the first thing, a hungry market. So to build a hungry market, you need to find an industry, to select an industry. For example, I selected fashion. You have to pick an industry for yourself. And within industry, it's always advisable that you focus on a niche. So what is a market niche, or what is a niche? A niche is the subset of the market on which a specific product is focused. The market niche defines as the product features aimed at satisfying specific market needs, as well as the price range, production quality and demographics that is intended to impact. ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, ये Wikipedia कह रहा है. Okay, so this is what a market niche is. So my market niche is, so my industry is fashion, and my market niche is fashion e-commerce. I work with fashion e-commerce companies. So why should you select an industry and work in industry and a niche? Because if you do that, you're able to stand out from the crowd. Okay, so I compete with agencies outside, generic agencies all over the world, and my clients hire me because I am fashion focused. So I'm able to stand out from the crowd. People think that my clients think that they should hire me because I'm a fashion focused company. I would understand their problems better because I only work in fashion, which by the way is not necessarily true, because I work in multiple industries, but my clients know from a website and from my conversation that this guy has done a lot of work in fashion. So I have always have better chances to close a deal if I compete with a generic agency or generic digital marketer who has worked in different agencies and who's positioned himself as a generalist. If you work in a single industry, you're able to come up with more relevant offer. You can charge a premium for your expertise in a niche. You become a specialist, which is opposite of being a generalist. Generalist tends to charge less. When you're a specialist, you can strive to be the best in the world at it. So if you try to, for example, if you don't pick an industry and you try to work in multiple industries at the same time, that you'll work in fashion, you'll work in food, you work in hospitality, in electronics, in healthcare, in medical at the same time, can you understand this industry at the same time? I bet you cannot. Okay. If you really want to master industry, you have to work in the one industry at a time. You can of course graduate into more industries, work in multiple industries like mine, but to start with one industry, it makes sense because you can just focus on that industry, understand that industry better, and like I said, charge a premium. So it is more manageable. And when you're a specialist, you can strive to be the best. And when you're a specialist, companies come to work to you instead of you having to chase them. So that's also true. The best way to understand is to understand the difference between a neurosurgeon and a general physician. A general physician, if you go to them in my sector, I have a general physician who charges 100 rupees for a visit, and he gives cheap medicine, almost same medicines for people who have throat infection or all sorts of infection, and he charges 100 rupees per client. For per patient he charges 100 rupees. And if you go to neurosurgeon, if you go to any specialist, like a dentist or someone, they'll charge you 500 rupees at least for a single visit, just to kato that percha, that they to create that appointment slip. And after that he'll give you some expensive medicines, he'll suggest you a few settings, and you'll pay them a premium price because they're a specialist. And if you go to a person like neurosurgeon, he'll burn a hole in your pocket, because he knows that there's no other way, there's no other place you can go but to him. So a neurosurgeon and general physician is a good example. So you want to be the neurosurgeon with fashion. By picking fashion as my focus industry, I'm the neurosurgeon, and I charge my clients more because I'm a specialist. So instead of serving in multiple businesses, multiple industries, you can work in a single niche and work with specific industries such as fashion retailers. You can work with lawyers, doctors, heart surgeons, supplement companies, software owners, that is SaaS companies, restaurants, hotels, organic businesses, beauty retailers, hospitals, nutritionists, gymnasiums, real estate companies, dentists, interior designers, personal trainers, food retailers. There are so many industries that you can work in, and almost all these industries are lucrative. So first thing that you need is a hungry market. You have to identify कि आपने किस industry में काम करना है, किसके पास आपने जाना है. Now, once you know that what your market is, the second step is that you need to know their problem. You need to know them as a business, and you have to know the burning problem in this industry. And knowing the burning problem in the industry, it's very important, because you need to know that what keeps them up at night, what is bothering them. And while you have to understand more than problems, you need to know their problems, needs and desires. But the most important thing is just knowing their problem that's keeping them awake at night. And for example, I know that the traffic, inventory, production were only sources of stress and anxiety for my clients. The most burning problem of my clients at Ala Fashion Retail is that they don't have enough sales. So traffic is a problem, inventory is a problem, manufacturing is a problem, but what's keeping them up at night is either manufacturing, which is outside my area of my scope of work. The other problem that's really bothers my clients in fashion, the fashion retailers, is that they have a website. They've invested a lot of money in building a website, and they have invested a lot of money into manufacturing, but they don't have orders. They don't have people coming to the website and purchasing. So their burning problem is not enough sales. And in most cases, the biggest problem is not enough customers, sales and leads. And that's a problem you can solve as a digital marketer. So the first thing like I said, is you need a hungry market. Second, you need a burning problem. You need to know what the burning problem is, which I've already told you, that it is not enough sales. The third thing you need to know is skills. You need to develop skills that you can use to solve that problem. For example, if I know that the problem my clients have is that they don't have sales, which means I need to be able to know how to build traffic, and then I need to be able to know how to convert that traffic into sales. So I need to have the skills to help them. And this is where most people get it wrong, because remember I showed you this list that you can provide all these services to your clients. Do you think you need to learn all of them? Not really. I've seen people learning stuff, getting overwhelmed, working their ass off 12 hours every day only to make pennies for that knowledge. So you just go on. If you want to fail in this business, try to learn everything. And if you want to fail fast, try to learn everything in a month or 2 months. I'm 100% sure if you try to learn everything in 2 months, you'll fail. So people try to become more knowledgeable and think that becoming more knowledgeable or becoming more skillful is going to help them make them more money, which is not true. You don't need to learn everything, and that's the good news. To be able to make uh, work with high paying clients and make a good living, make profitable income, you don't need to learn everything. So how many skills you need to acquire to be able to start making money from a consulting business? So from all these services, how much do you need to know? Only one. So if you can only just learn one of these skills, like influencer marketing, SEO, brand consulting, just one of these services which you can learn in a couple of weeks, you should be able to get a client and charge them, if not $1,000, $2,000, you can charge them $1,000, or even $500, $600 bare minimum. If you can charge them like a freelancer, the worst case scenario, you can charge them 30,000-40,000 rupees per month for a single account. Uh, if you just learn 1 to 2 skills, that's what you need to learn, and which is not very hard. The awesome part is you can go to YouTube. I have so much training material on my YouTube channel. You can go and learn Facebook paid ads, Instagram marketing, and so much stuff, that acquiring one of these skills, like I said, 2 weeks and you'll know enough to convert a client. So to be precise, how much do you need to know to be able to make so much and sell these services and charge so much to your clients? How much do you need to know? While the long-term goal is a complete mastery, you should learn that service 100%. But when you're starting out, you need to know just enough that you can sell the service. You need to not, out of scale of 10, you just, even if you know 30%, I mean 3 out of 10 is your skill level, you can still work with the client and figure the remaining out after you have the client in. So I really had to understand the skill more than 30% to be able to sell it to a client as a service. That's what my experience has been. If I want to pitch, let's say, I recently converted a client a photography client, who's a client who sent his products from the US to India, and I know some good fashion photographers in my city. So to be able to sell this service as a client, I just need to know 20-30%, because I told her that we have built your website, but your product photography sucks, and because there's no consistency, and you have picked the pictures from Amazon, and this is hurting your conversion rate. So actually I don't know fashion, I don't know photography, but I still sold it as a service. So my knowledge about photography is less than 30%. Same thing goes for Facebook paid ads. When I converted my first client, I just knew that Facebook paid ads is working well for e-commerce stores, and this client has a good business. I think I can help them with paid ads, and I knew that I can find someone who knows Facebook paid ads, and I'll convert the client. So I read few articles and watched a couple of videos. I was able to convert the client with 20-30% of knowledge, because why does 30% is enough? Because I can tell you from my experience, most of the clients I've come across never more than 10%, because their mind is caught up on 100 other things, because they're not digital marketers. They're busy managing their site, hiring people, making payments, sourcing products, making logistic decisions, delivering products, managing the website. There's so many things that they are doing that they don't have time to learn Facebook paid ads. Okay, so they themselves know 10-20%. So if you know 30%, the client will think that you know what you're talking about, and it'll give you benefit of doubt if you're confident in the call, if you know how to convert the client. You can easily achieve the 30% skills and knowledge by reading articles and watching videos, like I said. So after closing your first project and only focusing on the skills such as Instagram marketing, you can charge your client $500 to $1,000 per month, and you can manage 2 accounts quite easily, just working alone with a small team, even if you don't have a team. Okay, so don't think that you have to learn everything to be able to start making money running this business. Plus, you don't need to do it all. You need to build a team and get projects in. Let your team do the work. Where I'm right now, most of the work is done by my team. So don't think that you have to do everything on your own. You just need to know enough to convert the client, and you can pretty much assume that there are a lot of people out there who are really good at their work, who can click good pictures, who can manage Instagram, who can write good copies, who can manage Instagram account. There are a lot of people who are doing awesome work. They don't have clients, they don't know how to sell. So just go by the assumption that a lot of people around who need work. You can hire any of them and get them to work on the project. They make money, you share profits with them, everyone wins. And I've used LinkedIn, Freelancer, and Upwork to build a remote team, including marketers, designers, content creators, photographers, and whatnot. Even Facebook. So I've used Facebook, LinkedIn, Freelancer, and Upwork to build a remote team. My team is not just in India; it is outside India as well, and they are all good at what they do, and we're able to together give my clients awesome results. So after you have a hungry market, you know what the burning problem is, which is sales. You know that you either can develop skills in a couple of weeks, or you can hire someone who can do it for you. The fourth thing you need is clients. You need clients who pay your premium, to who have a real problem. First of all, they should have a burning problem, and they should have the money to pay you a premium. So where do I get my clients from? So here I Love Fashion Retail, ILFR, we get all our leads from multiple sources. Like I said, I get 50-60 inquiries every month. So I get them from different sources, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay. I'm not going to keep it up to me and show you how I do it and not tell you how you can do it. So first source you can use to get yourself clients is email outreach. Email outreach is the biggest channel because it's a channel which gives you greater ability to find work with your dream client. Okay, so all you have to do is search a potential client and record them in an Excel sheet and send them a simple email. Now if you do nothing and just send 10 emails every day, manual emails, I'm not saying send a bulk email blast. If you send customized email to your clients, for example, if you are in my shoes and you want to work with a fashion retailer, you saw their website, just send them, I just send them a simple email that I want to work with you and we are a fashion retail. And if I send just 10 emails, I get inquiries. I have worked with students who send 10 emails and they get 2 inquiries and at least 1 appointment for every 10 emails they send. So this platform does work. And what do I say in my emails? This is what I say in my email. This is a snapshot of one of the email I sent last year. For example, it says something like, "Hi Carl, just saw your website, whatwhat.com, and I see that you are doing some awesome things. My area of expertise is to helping online fashion labels increase their sales using Facebook paid ads, email marketing funnels. I have taken a look at what you're doing and have some things I'd like to show you, which I'm sure will help you acquire some customers rapidly from Facebook and convert them into buying customers. Here are some of the success stories I have." So this is of course not mandatory. If you don't have any success story to show them, just skip this part and let me know what time suits you for a 15-minute chat. That's it. It's a simple email I send them and followed by a follow-up email. So if they don't reply to this email, I send them another email saying that I just want to follow up whether you got my first email. So these are the 2 emails I send my prospects, and guess what? My conversion rate in terms of generating an appointment, for every 10 emails I send, I get in 1 appointment. And in case you don't know what a 3-month pipeline rule is, so what I'm getting at is that by sending 10 emails every day, you will build a pipeline in 3 months, which can last as much as 1 year. So if you send personalized, thoughtful emails to 10 prospects every day for 3 months, you will either get sales conversion the same month, जब आपको लोग same email आपकी मिली and they'll just hire there and then, or someone who said no to you in the first month or decide not to reply your email, they might see your email, see a follow-up and contact you after 2, 3, 4 months and hire you. Okay, it happens all the time. So don't think that you send email today, you can test this email. This works pretty well. So if you just do it for 3 months, don't expect to get a client the same day. You have to do it for 3 months. Okay, if it was that straightforward, everyone would do it. People don't do it consistently. They give up after 2, 3 days, 4 days, a week. Do it for 3 months consistently, and you'll see that you'll start getting inquiries after 3 months. The people who contacted in the first week, in the second week, they will contact you, Pulkit, saying that, "Pulkit, I got your email. Sorry, I was traveling, or I just saw your email, or maybe we just got an inquiry. I wanted to touch base with you." So do it consistently for 3 months, and then you'll get some amazing results. This is an awesome channel. It's free, and you get to decide who you want to work with, and you just send them an email. Second source is blogging. So remember I told you that about my first client project that Emily and Jenny hired me for WordPress development. So how did they find me? They here, this is the email. So that was in 2013. My God, time has gone by like a flash. So I have a brand here Heart. We would like to know if you do consulting and provide online marketing, SEO strategy, help for brands. In addition to churning out incredible blog posts, which is the Moz article I wrote, we need some getting more traffic and traction for our online store. Can you help us? Let us know. So Emily contacted me because she wanted marketing services, but I looked at her website and I told her your website is really shitty. If you invest in SEO, you will not get conversions. Then she said, okay, if you think I need a better website, can you build a website for me? I said, of course I can. So that's where I charged her $4,000 to build a WordPress website, and have had my colleague who was working in the same office. Unfortunately, I hired him to do this website and made some awesome profit on this first project. So I wrote this article. So if you search for how to build online fashion brand or a fashion brand, this article still ranks quite well on the internet. So this is the first article, guess what, that ranks on internet if you search for how to build an online fashion brand or how to build a fashion brand. So this article she read, Emily. This is a long article and it's got me featured everywhere in this world. I mean, this is the foundation of our business, guys. I wrote this article and Emily read this article and decided to contact me. She emailed me, and this helped me quit my job and start I Love Fashion Retail. So, and actually what this was is I compiled all the big ideas. I did a lot of research in the fashion industry before I decided that I want to work in fashion. I compiled all the big ideas and thoughts into this article and all the best practices, and this article did incredibly well. The success of this article has inspired me to continue blogging. So if you go to my blog, I Love Fashion Retail blog, you'll see that I still write consistently 1 to 2 articles every week. So blogging is the other channel that get me lots of inquiries. The third channel I use is Facebook paid ads. So before I tell you about that, I want to share a key marketing principle that I follow, which is jab, 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 right hook. I am sure you already know this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. I read his book and he says that before you ask for a client, first give. So give, 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 ask. Don't ask, 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 give. Do. Give your client a value. Give your client more value. Give your client even more value, and then ask for something. So, and I follow this philosophy all the time. I first of all give my clients value. So marketers are so social media, are on social media to sell stuff. Consumers, however, not there. They are there for value. So with Facebook paid ads, what I do is I create a high value content in the form of ebook, videos, to give them first free value and get them to speak on Skype call and discuss their problem sales, and then I convert them. So they see an Instagram ad, and then they land on a page which offers them high value video or a PDF. And third, after they download the PDF, they get a link to set up an appointment with me. So another example of this is my Revoke ebook. Let me show you how this works. So if you go to my website, you can pretty much steal this right now, because so if the clients come to my website. So let me in fact open the website again in incognito mode. So if you go to ilovefashionretail.com, so somebody read my article, they land on my website, they're checking the website, and bam, they get this pop-up. This pop-up takes them to this landing page, which offers them an ebook. And this is again an awesome ebook, which is again compilation of all the research I've done in the industry. I've compiled this into a long PDF. People enter their email. Just try doing that. You'll start getting emails, and you can steal all my emails. Okay, so they land on this page, and this link gives uh, gives them instant access to my ebook, which is an awesome long ebook that I have. So this doesn't have to be such a long ebook for you. I have ebooks that are as long as 4 pages and they work equally well. Okay, so I think I would, in fact, I suggest that you don't write such long ebooks, because nobody has time to read such long ebooks until the content is really awesome. Which, by the way, this ebook is really awesome. I get a lot of compliments for this ebook, and so they land on this ebook, and guess what? This page where they download the ebook, this is a page where they can book a free consultation with me. So they download the ebook and then they realize, okay, I can speak to someone and get a free consultation, and they provide so many services, and they work with some really awesome clients, and here's some testimonials from the clients they've worked with, and this is the way they work. Okay, this guy's name is Pulkit Rastogi and he is featured at all these cool places. Let me talk to this guy, and they'll click on this link and land up on this form. They fill up this form and I get a notification that somebody wants to speak with me. And in fact, let me show you how that form looks like. I'm going to show you everything. So, new form. That's it. So I get this notification, and this is where all my results are stored. So I changed the form, so there are only 19 responses from the last week of people who have filled up this form, but I get a lot of applications from people, and the sweet spot that I'm looking at is, let me show you. Okay, so the people who end up hiring me are the people who have a budget of $2,000 to $5,000 or $5,000 $10,000, and there are not many people who have that kind of budget, but the people who contact me, they usually end up hiring me because they have the budget for it, and I convert them. And okay, let me go a step further. So what do I do when someone contacts me? A free application, I send them an email which looks something like this: response to a free application. Let's say Derek. So Derek contacted me. This was his response, and Derek said, so he's the owner of USA Bride, and his annual revenue is $1.3 million. He wanted to work with me, and I sent him an email saying that thanks, hi Derek, thanks for once again for downloading Prevoke and applying for a free consultation. My name is Pulkit, and pick up a time slot to talk to me. In this session, I'll go over your website, social media, and ask you relevant questions to identify potential gaps in your marketing, blah blah blah. And you can provide an analytics account, and people reply to my email. They pick up time slot to talk to me, and I get on a call and try to convert them into a client. Don't you think that's a lot of awesome value? So I also promote this using Facebook and Instagram ads, and I generate a lot of inquiries using this funnel. And guess what? You can steal this funnel right now. And I also use cold calling because sometimes you cannot wait, because if you start writing articles, the inbound does take some time. Sometimes you want to be able to just pick up the phone, call the client, and pitch them your services. And I have an awesome training for my students who work with me. I teach them how to conduct cold calls, and it works like anything. And another amazing channel that, especially I think my business partners are better than me. They are better at picking up the phone and calling them, but I've learned enough by doing cold calling for hiring and for clients. And for the previous businesses I've run, I've done a lot of cold calling myself. And this is also from where I generate a lot of business. The sixth channel I use is partnerships. I have partners all over the world. I have them in New York, Dubai, Milan. So that's Emma, that's Luna, Olivia, Katie, Vasu, and Cynthia, and Michael. So these are my ex-clients, my partners, who are, some of them are also fashion e-commerce consultants. For example, Emma is a fashion e-commerce consultant. She's from UK, and she works right now in Amsterdam, has lived in Dubai. So any inquiry I have, any client that contacts me in Dubai wants some offline support, Emma can go and meet them. Vasu can go and meet my clients in New York. So can Luna. Kitty does my copywriting from Washington. She also goes and meets my client. Olivia's a client, but she sends me a lot of inquiries. Michael and Cynthia, they are, I interviewed them on my blog, and they send me a lot of inquiries as well. So there's so many sources from where I drive. I mean, there's so many places you can go to generate leads. I have not going into channels such as LinkedIn, which is yet another awesome channel from where I get a lot of inquiries. So it is not that difficult to generate leads if you know the strategies. So this is where we are right now in this training. You have a market. You know which industry you want to work in. You know their problems, and you have potential clients. Maybe you have emailed them and they contact you, and using all these channels, like I said, I'm able to generate 50 to 60 business inquiries every month. So what do we know now? अब inquiries आके हम क्या करेंगे? Pitch them all? Of course not. We don't pitch them all. Here's my sales process. A prospect fills up inquiry form, because अगर sales process नहीं होगा आपके पास, you'll not be able to convert them. You should know how to convert these prospects into clients. Okay, so I'll give you a brief overview about my sales process. The first thing that happens is that prospect fills out inquiry form. I receive an email. I send them a type form to first check. Let me in fact show you my type form. So I send them this type form to validate either a Google Doc form or a form like this, in which they tell me that how much their revenue is and how much budgets they have. So they tell me that their currently monthly revenue is how much. So the clients that end up working with me, they have monthly revenue of more than $5,000 mostly, and they also have good marketing budget. So I send them this type form so that I know that I'm talking to the right client, and they set up a call with me. I use Calendly to set up calls, and this is how my calendar looks like. Okay, so I'm not sure if it'll work because I have disabled it. I keep changing my Calendly account. It's an old link, but yes, I use Calendly to set up calls with my clients, and get on a Skype call. I pitch them on Skype with a plan and submit a statement of work or proposal and invoice them 50% or 100% upfront payment. So that's my sales process that I use. They find me, they fill up an inquiry form, I send them a type form to make sure that they have the budget, and they're the kind of client I want to work with. And I set up a call with them. I get on a Skype call, I submit a statement of work, and I invoice them. So that's how it works. So they fill up this inquiry form. So let me show you how my website inquiry form looks like. So this is from where they also contact me. So they fill up this form, and then I send them a simple email which looks something like this. Hi Joanna, we are pleased to receive your inquiry and your website looks amazing. Can you please fill out this form? So then we figure out whether we are a right fit to help you with your brand's marketing. This is the type form. Once we have your response, we can schedule a strategy session on Skype to go over your business and marketing objectives in detail. Look forward to hearing from you. So that's the email I send them. And what about the sales call? So clients come on a call. I know a lot of people who are nervous converting clients on phone. They try to convert clients on Skype chat. They are hesitant in confronting the clients and trying to pitch them services on phone. So how do you handle sales call? So the good news is that if you have the right plan and you've done your homework before the call, you can close 1 out of 4 sales call into a client. That's roughly what my conversion rate is. And this is how you can sound 10 times smarter on call or in a meeting when you're talking to a client. Your accent, which doesn't matter, by the way. Your English isn't that important. Being authentic is. I know a lot of people, not just my students. I know in general. My developer, for example, his English is pathetic. He's a Punjabi guy, but he makes, I think, more than 2 lakh rupees per month with his tutti frutti Punjabi English, because his work is really awesome. So because he's a very authentic guy, okay, and he's good at his skill. He's an ethical guy. People trust him. He makes a lot of killer money every month working alone. Even though his English is not that good. So English accent, don't worry about it. This thing can be figured out. Prepare at least 10 minutes for every call. That's what I do. Ask good questions, which is extremely important. If there's one advice I can give you about converting clients into prospects into clients, before you go to a meeting, if you can ask them awesome questions about their business, it just shows them that you have done your homework. You have come to the meeting with an intent, and you're really serious about working with them. So asking good questions is the most important thing that you can do to prepare for a sales call and convert a prospect into a client. And don't interrupt, don't argue with client in the sales call. That's a few tips. These are few tips that I can give you. So let's talk about key to the premium pricing, how you can charge your clients more. The key to charging a premium price is to convert your skills into a business consulting. Don't charge your services, don't charge your for time, charge for expertise. If you charge for your time, you won't be able to charge them a lot. If you charge them to deliver a service, for example, to do their SEO, you'll not be able to charge them a lot, because they'll tell you कि इतना तो मैं $400 में इंडिया में काम हो जाता है. Why are you charging me so much? They'll start negotiating that why should I pay you $1,000 when I can get someone in $1,000 in my country? Why should I outsource this to India, which is known for cheap labor? आप उसे SEO क्यों करूँ मैं? They might ask you that. So don't go into that road. Don't take that road. Tell them how what you're doing will impact their bottom line. That is, save time, save money, or even better, make them more money. If you can talk like a consultant and help them make more money, instead of selling services, if you say if systems and processes, if you just sell them an outcome, you'll be able to charge them more. And in fact, that's how I structure my calls. I sell them an outcome that if you hire me, I'll increase your sales. So that's the key to pricing. Don't charge them by time. So let's talk about few pricing mistakes. You should know how much delivering a service should cost you, but don't use expenses, your cost, to calculate the price, because you'll end up undercharging your clients if you think that I'm gonna work for 2 hours and I'm going to charge you $15 an hour or $20 an hour. Doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Charge them for outcome, for what clients get from your services. Charge them for expertise and by the enormity of the problem that you can solve for them. Always ask them about their budgets and goals. That's what I do all the time, so that I know how much they can spend, and I know how to make, because clients are not upfront. They will avoid telling you their budgets, but I know how to convince them to share their budgets with me, because I tell them that if you don't give me a budget, how can I plan something? I can tell you go and work with Shah Rukh Khan, but do you have a budget to work with Shah Rukh Khan? Of course not. You have to tell me that I can spend $2,000, $5,000 per month. This is what my budget. Then accordingly, I can tell you, if you don't go work with Shah Rukh Khan, but go and work with this YouTuber who has 50,000 followers and has an awesome audience, or invest in working with a copywriter who would do monthly logging, or pay me $500 or $1,000 and I'll run your paid ads. Okay, so I know how to convince them to share their budgets with me, and avoid charging them an hour. And if you happen to charge them an hour, don't charge them $10, $15, $20 per month per hour. Charge them at least $35 per hour. And for marketing services, aim to work on a monthly retainer fee. That is, you bill them an X amount every month with an objective to help them achieve a particular goal. And for marketing goals, additional tip, work on 3-month contract at least. So if my clients want to work with me to do their social media, I tell them that you have to sign up a contract with me that you'll at least hire me for 3 months, because I cannot give you a result in a month, and I cannot let you just cancel the contract after a month, because I cannot give you anything within a month. So work on 3 months contract if you hire them for these services. So guys, that's it. I have given you my entire process. I've shown you what 4 things you need to start your consultancy. I've showed you my sales funnels. I've showed you how you can generate leads. I've showed you my emails, my type form, and everything. And you can use this information to start a business, a consulting business from scratch. So where you're right now, you have 2 options. The option number 1 is that you can do it yourself and make costly mistake, waste few years figuring things out and getting frustrated. The things that I did, because there was no one coaching me and helping me with my decision makings. I made all the mistakes that I could. It took me more than 4 years to get where I'm now. So you can either go that route, and the option number 2 is that you learn from someone like me who has already done it by joining my business training. आप मुझे hire कर सकते हो, and I'll train you how to I'll work with you to build your consulting business. I'll provide you training, and thus get there faster and make less mistakes. Welcome to my program, which is Agency School, which is a 12-week sales training in which you can learn how to start a profitable web and digital marketing consultancy like Isla Fashion Retail in any industry you want. जो ट्रेनिंग मैंने आपको अभी दी है, I'll go into all the nitty-gritties, finer details, and almost hand-hold you into starting your consulting business. It's in the form of recorded videos, live sessions, and swipe files. It's a step-by-step implementation plan in which you will be able to check all boxes and get everything done one by one. I'll give you a plan, a 3-month plan. You have to follow that plan. I'll give you all the training and provide you support until you get your first client. We'll go into all the finer details of starting, managing, and growing a web and digital marketing consultancy like Isla Fashion Retail, the one we just discussed. You'll understand all the nitty-gritties that you should know to be successful in this business, and you'll be able to ask me questions in live sessions, group sessions, and get feedback from me directly so that you make less mistakes and, like I said, get there faster. And a limited period bonus: if you join today, you get access to my sales repository as well, which gives you access to all my proposals for e-commerce development, Instagram marketing, Facebook marketing, my package proposals, how I sell my Facebook marketing, email marketing services, conversion optimization, how I hire my team, how I create my job postings, my invoice formats, my partnership formats, how I strike partnerships with all my prospects, what emails I send them, what message I send them on LinkedIn or Twitter. I'll give all my swipe files to you, and it is not that I'll share my old swipe files with you. Every proposal that you see is the recent proposal I wrote a few weeks back, because I'm constantly pitching my clients. So all the invoice, proposal, and message formats you see are the recent ones that I have used successfully to convert prospects into clients, employees, team members, and partners. Everything you see is very recent, and you learn things such as digital marketing. You learn Instagram marketing, Facebook paid ads. It is the most advanced training you can get on the internet, by the way. Email marketing, sales funnel, analytics, influencer marketing, SEO, and more. I keep adding new modules every now and then. You learn all these services that I provide as a service to my clients at Isla Fashion Retail. You learn them in and out. These are not just basic trainings, these are advanced trainings in which I'll show you with practical examples, actual live examples of how I delivered these services to my clients, how much I charged for them, how I delivered the service, what was the scope of work, what did I do myself, what was the work I delegated, how did I find a team to do that work, and how does the algorithm work, everything. It's a really advanced training you'll get, and it is the most easy to follow training you can find on the internet, because I have explained all these channels in a way that anyone, a school teacher should be able to learn SEO or Facebook paid ads. a banker should be able to learn Facebook paid ads or Instagram marketing or copywriting. uh, I've tried to make it very very simple to understand. Okay, so my students, what they like about my training, my way of teaching, is that I make things really easy to understand, so that anybody who's starting from minus, uh, from absolute minus, from zero, should be able to grab the technical concepts and learn things. So you learn digital marketing, you learn how to build your presence and how to make clients trust you when you're new, because that's what happens when you start an agency. You contact a client will say, okay, show me your portfolio, why should I trust you? They'll come up with all sorts of objections, they'll doubt you. So I'll show you how to build that presence, how to invent your portfolio. I'll show you how to generate leads using inbound and outbound. So inbound is the channels like blogging, when clients in sales funnels, when clients contact you, and outbound is when you cold email them, when you run Facebook paid ads, when you cold call them. That is outbound. So you learn inbound and outbound lead generation channels. I'll show you my processes, my actual funnels, my actual strategies, everything that is working for me right now. You learn sales, how to persuade and pitch clients on phone, and how to conduct meetings, because that's where most of people struggle. They don't have a strategy, how to go on a call, how to set up the agenda, how to diagnose a client, how to disclose your pricing, and how to persuade a person to hire them. So this is the best training in this program, as my students tell me. This is really awesome training in sales. Your confidence will skyrocket after you attend this training, because you know how to convert a client and how to write a proposal, all those things. You'll learn about delivery, how to develop a service, how to price a service, and how to give your clients a result. So you learn service delivery. You learn hiring, how to build up a team so that you're not doing all the work on your own. So I'll show you how I hired freelancers, how you can use LinkedIn, Upwork, Facebook, freelancer and marketplaces to find people. How do I write job postings, and how I've built an amazing team that works through me from different corners of the planet, how I manage my projects, how I use Basecamp, how I communicate with my clients, how to improve your client communication skills, what are the protocols I followed. Because if your client communication is weak, you'll find a client and you'll not be able to retain the client, and thus you'll find yourself constantly pitching the client. So you want to be able to retain a client, and the way you retain a client is by giving them results and by also being good communicators. So you learn project management and client communication. You learn business management, that is how to accept payments, what are the legal formalities you should be knowing, how to file taxes, and all those things. You'll also learn how to build a necessary mindset to achieve your financial goals, and you also learn writing, how to become a better writer. That's an amazing training as well. So you learn writing as well. So this, as you can see, I am covering a lot in this training. It's not even funny. I think it has to be one of the most comprehensive trainings out there on the internet. And if you look at the reviews I have of my students, it'll blow your mind. It almost seems, in fact, like I've paid my students to give these reviews. They'll go on telling stories of how my training has changed their life. I get overwhelmed actually when I look at the testimonials my students leave to me, because this training is so awesome. And it is not that the curriculum is fixed. The curriculum keeps on evolving. I keep adding new modules based on my experience, my interaction with my students. So it's a self-evolving program, and that's also what makes this program very effective, because it's an up-to-date program. You're not learning something that used to work in the past, doesn't work now. Everything you learn in this training is current. And what you can expect from this program, if you finish it: an intensive training in selling, persuasion, digital marketing, social media, writing, blogging, management, and mindset training. You learn all of that. A global and profitable consultancy like a la Fashion Retail. You'll be having one of your own, and where you can work from anywhere with awesome clients. You'll have access to a community, our Facebook group, a lot of other students who are working like you, building their business. Uh, I'll make sure that you have your high value client, uh, and the new friendships with other students, with me, and a support, an awesome support system that to make sure that you get what you have joined this training for, that is to start your agency and get first high value client, so you get a lot of support as well. So now, before I wrap up, I want to answer your frequently asked questions. How much can I earn from this training or from this business? You can earn. I have students who have closed $1,000 client within few weeks of joining the program, but the results are not typical. It can vary depending on how much effort you put in and how accurately you follow this training. But $1,000 per month is what you should expect, making 50,000 rupees plus. Ideal case scenario, my objective is to help my students get to 1 lakh rupees per month and more. But expect to make anything around 50,000 rupees per month at least from this business. And how much time would I need to invest in this training? Most of my students are doing with this program with their full-time job, so they watch videos, a couple of hours videos every day after their job. Some of them are able to watch it on their mobile in their job as well, and there are students who do it after they get free from their job. So depending on how much time you want to invest in this, typically students who are doing it with their full-time job, they spend a couple of hours every day, and there are students who are doing it full-time. They spend 8 to 10 hours on this program every day. I typically don't recommend my students spend more than 2 hours on this training, because you'll get overwhelmed, because there's so much content, there's so much you'll learn. And the objective of this program is not to make you more knowledgeable, it is to help you get clients. So I suggest you spend 2 hours watching videos, and the rest of the hours you do what I ask you to do and build your business. Otherwise you might get overwhelmed. So it's a self-paced program. You can go as fast as you want. I have students who finish all the training modules in a month, and have students who do it for their full-time jobs, take 2 to 3 months to finish the training. And it's completely self-paced. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Next, do I need to come to Chandigarh? Yes, you can come to Chandigarh and have a cup of coffee or a beer with me, but not for this training. It's an online training. Once you make the payment, you register for the program. You can you just watch the videos online, and you get all the support online, on phone, in Facebook group. So you don't need to come to Chandigarh. Do you guarantee that I'll get clients? Of course not. I don't guarantee you'll get clients. Most of my students do, but I cannot guarantee, because you are pitching your clients, you're doing all the hard work. So how can I guarantee a client when you're doing all the work? I don't guarantee clients, but most of my students do get clients after they join the training. What's the future of this business? The future of this business is really bright. I think in the next 10 years, there will be a lot of consultants. Most of the companies, I work with some really big companies that hire me as a consultant, and there'll only be more companies that work with consultants. And to control their overheads, they'll be having less onboard employees. They'll be working with more consultants, because they don't want fixed cost of hiring an employee. So they would prefer working with a consultant like me. So there'll only be more consultant in the future. So the future is bright. The sooner you get on the bandwagon, the better it is for you. So the future is extremely bright. Don't worry about it. Will you help me select my niche industry? Of course I will. I have experience. I've worked in multiple industries, and I have worked with so many students. I have experienced the exposure of multiple industries. So yes, I'll help you pick the right industry for you. Is it mandatory to select an industry? No, it is not mandatory. You can work in multiple industries, but it is just difficult if you start out working in multiple industries. For example, I'm working in multiple industries, but I've been doing it for 4 years. So to start with, pick within one industry. But if you want to start in multiple industries, you can. How much money do I need to invest? The only money you need to invest is in this program, paying for this program, which is 32,000 rupees, the program fee is. And apart from that, you need a laptop, which most of us have, and a mobile phone with an internet connection. So that's all you need to invest. uh, and a website. If you build an agency website, I'll teach you how to build a website. You learn WordPress, so technical part, that will be taken care of. So a website doesn't, you'll build your website on your own, so you don't need to pay a developer. But for to build a domain name, you might have to pay 600 rupees to GoDaddy, and a monthly 600 700 rupees again to GoDaddy or HostGator, to a server, to per month, to build a website. So you won't have to spend more than 5,000 rupees next 1 year to maintain a website. So that's the only money you have to spend. And my English isn't good. Can I still do it? Don't worry, my friend. Your English is not important. My clients only hire me because not of my English. They hire me because of my because I'm a specialist. They think I can give them results. And I have plenty of students who are not very good with their English, but they still are working with awesome clients. But don't take it as an excuse to not work on English. So English, if you work on it, you'll get better results. But don't let it this shouldn't, your English shouldn't stop you from working with awesome clients. So yes, you don't need a perfect English to be able to make income, to make good income in this business. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for your time watching this training. As a next step, go and join my program. I'll help you start your consultancy, provide you all the skills that you need to be able to get your first couple of clients. That's my promise to you. And the program fee is 32,000 rupees, and either you can pay 32,000 rupees upfront, or you can break into EMIs. And the way it would work is that you have to pay 10,000 rupees upfront and join the program, and pay 15,200 rupees after 4 weeks of joining the program, and then 10,000 rupees after that. So you can break the entire course fee into 3 easy to pay installments. But again, that would be 10% more expensive for you. So either you can pay 32,000 rupees upfront and join the program, or pay 35,200 rupees and break the fee into 3 installments. Okay, so I hope to see you on board. If you have any queries, you can email me at pulkit@ilovefashionretail.com or pulkit@firstparticle.com, or you can message me on Instagram, anywhere you like. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, and I hope to see you on board. Bye bye.